The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame recognizes Ohio's distinguished men and women who have worn the uniform of our nation's armed forces and then continue to contribute to their communities, state, and nation through exceptional acts of volunteerism, advocacy, professional distinction, public service, and philanthropy. The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame. Nominate a veteran today.
Jack L. Patterson, Army, Vietnam era. I served in Korea. I was born and raised in West Lafayette, Ohio. I went to school here, graduated here, and started college in Kent State University branch. I had to work also to help pay for the college, and it got to be expensive. So I made a decision. People said, hey, join the military. You know, they'll pay for your education and so on. And so I thought, okay, I will do that. I graduated in 1964. I started the military in 1966. And I was in there for 3 years. And of course, 13 months of that time period was overseas in Korea. It was a very enjoyable tour. And then I got transferred then to Fort Knox, Kentucky. And I was going to be operating and in charge of electronics building, and they said, would you like to be an instructor? And I said, yes, I would be. So I taught then at the Armor School at Fort Knox, Kentucky in electronics. And then I got discharged in February 1969 and come back. And I had been working at General Electric and in Coshocton before I went into the service, because that was my income, basically to pay for college. And when I come back, I was there just a matter of a few days in February '69, and they went on strike. So I didn't know what to do about paying bills and things like that. And a gentleman who was my insurance man, he came by my house and I was telling him the situation and everything. And he said, Jack, he said, why don't you come down to Western Southern Life Insurance? And they're looking for a supervisor down there, and you'll probably fit right in. So I went down in June of 1969 and got hired, and I spent 35 years there. During that period of time, which was, I believe, 1980, my dad was on village council here, and they had an opening. And they said, Jack, why don't you come? And spend time as a council person. So I ran for election and got elected to council. Spent 4 years there, part of the time with my dad. And it's kind of unique having father and son on council here. And I spent those 4 years, and the mayor at the time says, why don't you run for mayor? I'm really involved with a lot at home right now. And I said, okay, I will. So in 1984, I was elected mayor, and in between all of that, I also got elected, or I guess appointed, to the position of a Veteran Service Commissioner for Coshocton County. I have been on the commission 24 years. In 1950, they had a troop train wreck here. 33 soldiers were killed. So we got together and we had the monument put up to show tribute and honor to those 33 that were killed. I'm very, very honored, first of all. It's such an important position. So when the general called and said, congratulations, tears started coming down my cheeks, And it's something that I'm putting all the military things together. And I'm just so pleased. I am.
Selection and induction into the Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame is a great honor. Nominate a veteran today.